Good morning, fourth graders. This is Miss Yao. We are going to take a look at some fractions today, and we are going to convert fractions that are greater than one whole, or what used to be called improper fractions, and we're going to turn them into mixed numbers. All right, for some of you this might be review, and for some of you, you may be seeing this for the first time. So I'll be modeling the first problem, and then we're going to go through a few more. All right, let's take a look at number 1. I'm going to do 9 over 6. And I'm going to find that, number 1, 9 over 6 is an improper fraction or a fraction greater than one whole. We know that because our numerator, 9, is bigger than our denominator, 6. So this is considered improper, and we need to change this into a mixed number. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this down into its unit fractions. So thinking about what you already know about fractions, what is the unit fraction for 9 over 6? Well, if we look at our denominator, it's sixths, or 1/6. So how many 6 do we need to make 9/6? How many 1/6 do we need to make 9/6? Let's see. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 7/6, 8/6, we're almost there, 9/6. So we have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, is that right? No, that's only 8. That's terrible. Plus 1/6. Now we have 9/6. So we need to think to ourselves, how many of these little 1/6 do we need to make one whole? Well, 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gives me one whole. Okay, so we write that really big. It takes up the space of the entire fraction. Plus, what's left over? What is left over? 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. So 1 and 3, 6. Now, we know that 3/6 is not completely done, right? Because we can still further simplify this. So let's go ahead and write out, I'm going to use a different color, our factors of 3 and our factors of 6. All right, what times what equals 3? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I'll do it this way. Okay. All right, what times what equals 3? 1 times 3. Is there anything else? No, it's prime. What times what equals 6? 1 times 6. And 2 times 3. Anything else? 4 doesn't work. 5 doesn't work. 6 is already there. So that's it. What is the biggest number that they have in common? The biggest shared factor? 3. So we're going to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. All right, so our real answer will be 1 whole, which stays the same. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So our real answer is 1 and 1/2. All right, let's take a look at another problem. 8 over 4. We know that this is an improper fraction because the numerator, 8, is greater than the denominator, 4. I'm going to ask you guys now to pause this video and try to convert this into a mixed number. Do your best. You'll find out soon if you got the answer correct. All right, we're back. 8 over 4. So the first thing you should have done is think to yourself, 8 over 4, what is the unit fraction? And because our denominator is fourths, our unit fraction is fourths. So I'm going to add up however many unit fraction fourths it takes to make 8 fourths. 1/4, 2/4. I hopefully won't make the same mistake as the first one. 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4. Let's see if I did that correctly. Awesome. So the next question is, how many fourths does it take to make one whole? Well, if I had a little pie, I need 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. 4. So I'm just going to group them into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a whole. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a whole. There's nothing left over. So is just 2 holes. Give yourselves a big old check if you got 2 holes. All right, the last problem that I'm going to be doing with you is 15. Oh, I should have done this in red. I mean, black. The last problem that I'm going to be doing with you is 15 over 8. Right? But first, before then, I would like you guys to try converting into unit fractions, figuring out how many holes you have and what's left over, and convert it into a mixed number. I believe in you. Good luck. All right, we're back. Our unit fraction is 8s because our denominator is 8. Now we're going to need to write a lot. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. I'm just going to forgo the plus sign because we just know there's a plus. 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8, 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 12/8, 13/8, 14/8. Did I even count correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 eighths. How many eighths make a whole? We can always draw a little pie or a fraction bar. Cut in half, cut in fourths, cut into eighths. How many eighths make a whole? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 eighths make a whole. So let's group them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bloop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't have enough for a full whole there. So 15 over 8 equals 1 whole, which is represented right here. Bloop. And what is that? Whatever's left over here. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. 1 and 7/8. Check your work. Alright, I'm going to leave you with 3 problems for you guys to try on your own. You can always scan back to previous parts of this video to see if you need any help. Number 1 is 14 over 7. You need to change that into a mixed number. Number 2 is 8 over 6. Number 3 is 6 over 5. Remember that if you can simplify, you need to try to simplify. Alright, good luck.